All right. Some of y'all can't see the visual. You listening to it via audio. Some of y'all see the visual on the YouTube. You know my stuff. It ain't all fancy, ain't no intros, ain't all none of that. It's just straight to the point, ghetto. All right. It might get better one day if I get some money. But anyways, all of this is protected by all of those, protections that we have under all those protections that are protected. And the fair use, and everything that I'm saying is alleged. It's BS. It's bullshit. It's not true. It's fake. I'm making it up. Okay? That's the disclaimer. It's all fake. And I don't even know if I had to say any of that because it's fake. So, supposed to just comment. But anyway, I'm about to get to it. We talking about Nick Saban, okay? Nick Saban. And I don't know if people listening here will hear the stuff. But basically, Alabama. He's Alabama coach. Everybody thinks Saban is the best coach ever since sliced bread, best college coach ever, whatever like that. My argument would be Nick Saban is not even close to being the best college coach. Not even close. Is he the best recruiter in college history? Yes. Yes. If I am a college, if I'm a high school student ready for college football, Nick Saban comes in my door, talks to my grandma. Granny gonna know who Nick Saban is. Oh, that man. After he leave, you gonna want to sign because he's promising you, hey, you see what I can do. Look at the film. So he's a great recruiter because if I had all these 5 stars and I got all these 4 stars and 5 stars on the bench, and I'm playing against people who don't have that, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to win. So, that's what he is. But, as far as coaching, when he actually has to coach and doesn't have the talent, that's what we're going to visit. We're going to visit him, NFL, Dolphins, which is forgotten because everybody want to talk about the now. So, let's go.
Nick Saban is the biggest piece of turd to ever hit Miami.
Now you heard that from that. I don't want to say it, but you heard what he said. Go, let's go.
Prior to his splash in Miami, Nick Saban won more than 70% of his games at LSU. After winning a national championship in 2004, Saban floated.
LSU. They had some talent on that team. Don't forget that.
East to the Miami Dolphins.
I thought he was going to coach well in the league. His first year in Miami, I thought was very promising.
It's coming our way. Let's go. It's coming our way.
You got to be proud of him because Saban's got him going in the right.
He had those Dolphin fans ready. They said that Saban, we trust Coach Saint Nick, which is a whole nother subject right there about Saint Nick. Ain't that crazy? Saint Nick. People still fucking believe in Christmas. Man. If you I'm going to give you benefit of the doubt. If you're over 30 years old with this day and age, with all this technology, you celebrate Christmas where you out there putting up lights and all of that shit, man. Especially if you a brother. Man, they got you hoodwinked, boy. But, okay, let's go.
Right direction.
Nick Saban.
By the way, even if you don't even believe in the Most High, the Creator, it's a money grab at the very least, even if you didn't believe. Why would you want to submit yourself to all of that pressure to please other people who not even going to care about that stuff the next day. Buy them some stuff through the year.
The absolute tightest wound human ever to coach an NFL team.
Squeeze them.
Utterly.
Damn, he said, man, worst human.
Joyless.
Nobody feels good.
Humorless.
None of them feel good.
And lacking the Bill Belichick touch to get away with it.
They don't make them like they used to, though, you know?
He was such a dictator. People would kind of walk the other way in the hall because they just didn't even want to cross his path.
What are we doing?
That's why they call him the Nick-tator.
Good job, Frank. Frank.
They call that man a dictator.
Great effort, Frank. Hey, Frank.
You can get away with that stuff with college kids because college kids, especially back then, they weren't getting paid. Now they're starting to get a few dollars. So we'll see what happens later down the line when that stuff starts, coming into play a little more. But you can dictate stuff to kids that have to listen to you, that need to listen to you and can't mess up because they want to go to the next level and get some money. You can't do that with guys who are already making money.
Good job, man. That's a great effort, man. Cliff, coach.
Which means he tried to translate what he was doing in the college level, at the college level, to the NFL level. Which means, as far as in football, he ain't that fucking smart. Because he know damn well it ain't gonna work. You should know that's not gonna work. These guys getting paid. So he was incompetent. Which means he's not a good fucking coach. Okay? Not as good as you try to make. Not as good as everybody try to make him. All the fans in Alabama, which are probably 95% Caucasian. And the team is probably 90-7%. You know what they are. They like those boys. It's crazy.
That's what I said, didn't I?
No, you said Frank. I'm sorry.
No,
You see this coach, he calling the guy the wrong name. The other coach telling him, let me take this back a little bit. Hold up. Let's go right here. He called that man. Wait, how much I gotta go back? All right.
Great effort, man. That's Cliff, coach. That's Cliff.
that's what I said, didn't I?
No, you said Frank. I'm sorry.
No, I thought I said Cliff.
No, you said Frank.
Good job standing up. That guy stood up to him and kept saying what he's saying. I wonder if he got fired after that or got on the hot seat after.
In 2006, the Nick-tator lost his grip on the Dolphins. They won just 6 games, and Saban ended his own reign in Miami.
Everyone kind of picked the Dolphins as a team to go to the playoffs in his second year.
The Dolphins have taken over.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Of course, we now know that he was already thinking of getting out by December of that year.
Nick Saban thought it was going to be easy to come to the NFL and do things the way he wanted.
And it ain't that hard to do.
If he thought that, then he's even more incompetent than I thought. Because like I said, you know that these guys aren't college kids. It's not going to work the same way. You can't recruit, okay? It's not an even playing field, okay? In the NFL to college, it's not even playing field. It's not even an even playing field in college to me, but at least you get to recruit who you recruit. But it still depends on location and your past record, and TV time, and different things like that. But for you to NFL, I mean, people want to live in certain places, and Miami isn't even a bad place. People probably will want to play there, if you build it up the right way. Money, I mean, I don't know. That could be the problem too, the owner. But he should have came in there knowing you got to change it up a little bit. You're not going to be able to talk to them like they little kids. These guys are getting money, grown-ass men with kids.
It's like a country club out here, man.
But it just doesn't work that way.
No.
Nick Saban was used to being in a small college setting with limited amount of media, wanted to control the media and tell them what the day's story was.
Definitely controls the media in Alabama, and they definitely allow it.
Know why it's so important that we define exactly what that is, but what is what is.
This has gone beyond ridiculous.
The way Nick Saban came into the league saying that he had no interest in the Miami Dolphins job when he was at LSU.
And I can't believe that anybody would even ask about it.
I don't even know why this is a topic of conversation. He kept saying every day.
Where did he go?
2 years later, he was wondering why his name being linked to the University of Alabama kept coming up every day.
I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not going to Alabama.
Challenges your professional integrity a little bit.
The man probably in college talking about integrity, and then the guy said, "But hey, coach, what about when you said that you weren't going to leave Miami and you came to Alabama?" He's like, 10 more laps.
He can talk about it.
Where did he go?
Just 4 days after the 2006 season.
It might not be no integrity at Alabama, actually. Might be fucking money all under the table getting paid and boosters everywhere. That could be it too. He's like, you're gonna get paid. Money under the table already. You didn't get it from me. Might be no integrity.
Now, number 7 coach took his 15
Might be higher recruiting.
and 17 NFL record to Alabama.
You don't want to show your face anywhere when you get done with this one.
But anyway, I think that's it.
If Nick Saban walked through that door right now, I'd say, let's go. Let's start throwing down. Biggest two-bit phony fraud I've ever known in my life.
The ultimate liar and contract breaker.
Represent!
I'm glad that he's out of the pros because he's pretty much reviled because of it.
He was a miserable failure.
He ain't mad that he out the pros. He winning now. I say that. He made the right decision. So he don't give a shit. That was the right decision for him. And that right there, I'll tell you about that. You got to know yourself and do what you want to do. Now, don't be a fucking lying ass snake, but I don't know. It'd be hard to fucking look back at this if I was a parent and coming in the house talking about integrity. I'd be like, throw all that shit out the window. What you gonna do for my son?
As a head coach in professional football.
And like, money's under the table, and he's gonna start, and I promise you, sir. I'm like, all right, cool. How much money? Is enough money under there for me too?
Number 6 coach.
Nasty ass man snorted at the end. But anyway, that's pretty much it about Nick Saban. He ain't no damn best coach. He the best recruiter in college football. That's what he is. He the best recruiter. He don't play nobody. And that ain't his fault because it ain't nobody to play. Because ain't nobody to play who got the same talent as them. They played Georgia, and Georgia had pretty much this year. Georgia had more talent on the defensive side, and because those 2 wide receivers got hurt, one got hurt earlier. It evened the playing field on the offensive side of the ball, but the quarterback was still better. But once that other receiver went out, it probably was too much. But Alabama probably would have won with one of the receivers, and I'm pretty sure they might have won with 2. But that was the difference in this year. But they don't play nobody. They played Georgia once, and they played a couple other teams that had some like they played Auburn, but Auburn had the offensive deficiencies. But you could see that the defense was keeping them in check because on that side of the ball they had them. And even when they played Cincinnati, I believe they lost to Ole Miss is the one loss. I can't remember if it was Ole Miss, Mississippi. But even when they played Cincinnati, the defense, for the most part, because they got 2 corners that are like NFL corners, they did pretty good. It's just they didn't have the offense to match up to keep going pound for pound with them. So pretty much, Alabama, they'll play 2 hard games and then go to the playoffs, And before that, they would just play like 1 or 2 hard games. If you win those, you win the SEC championship. Then you just go to the championship game, 1 versus 2. So, it's all set up, rigged. But the bottom line is Nick Saban is a great recruiter, not a great coach. Okay, put that to bed, and that's pretty much how that goes. But like I say, this is some made up ass shit that I'm talking about. even though this story is not even nothing fabricated about it. It's just, it is what it is. But all right, as always, stay out of trouble.